All right, how's it going, boys? Sorry for no introduction as the usual. I'm actually on vacation now, and I'm using a foreign laptop to get this recordings out. Basically, it's a real shame because I was given access to the early access streamer event for Thrones of Eldraine, and unfortunately for me, I got notified too late, and I already had plans to come out over here. I'm in Florida right now. I'm looking for new homes, but basically, so this computer can't really handle streaming. It's keeping on lagging and breaking down on me. So I figured I'd try go ahead and send out some videos, and I'll post up a couple of cool videos of some cool new decks. This is a little Golgari brew I put together. It is a it utilizes undergrowth mechanics. You have in this from Thrones of Eldraine, I'm running two cards specifically, and I'm running a full playset of both of them. The first one is this little one-drop flying black imp that whenever it deals combat damage to a player, both players discard the top card from their deck into their graveyard. So this is a great way to have me throw some stuff into my graveyard, and it also is milling the opponent out a bit. It's not like you're going to win milling him, but the reason why it's so vital is because I'm running 4 copies of Sir Conrad, and if you haven't had a moment to check out Sir Conrad, what Sir Conrad does is whenever a creature hits the graveyard from anywhere but the battlefield, I believe, let me see, whenever another creature dies or a creature card is put into graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature card leaves your graveyard, Sir Conrad the Grim deals 1 damage to each opponent. I actually lied. I said I was running 2 cards from the new expansion. I'm running 3 cards from the new expansion. What we have in over here is a Cauldron of Eternity, I believe is what it's called. Basically, what that does is it's a whopping 12 cost artifact. Now, I lost you over there. A moment, pause. It's not. It costs 12 mana, but you could get away with it having it way cheaper. For every creature card, mind you, that you have in the graveyard, it drops its cost by 2. So theoretically, you could get this rolling pretty early in the game. And what I could do with that is whenever a creature I have dies out, it goes to the bottom of my deck, which that doesn't work so well necessarily with this mechanic. But the other good part about it is that I could just tap and pay 3 mana, one of which is black, and then I could revive something from my graveyard, bring it right back onto the battlefield. So it's pretty intense, not gonna lie. Oh, do I go for the attack? I'm gonna lose my... No, I actually want to make sure I could be assured of my mana base. So I'm not going to go ahead and attack here, see, because this is the Eye Collector. This is the imp. Sorry, it wasn't an imp, it's a fairy. Whenever Eye Collector deals combat damage to a player, each player puts the top card of their library into the graveyard. So I'm going to definitely be using this a lot. This works out very well with Sir Conrad. Potentially, you could be doing 2 damage to your opponent. I have found that I do have difficulty winning against this salty little brew over here. It is a food deck, which if you don't know what food does, you could pay 2 mana, tap it, sacrifice this artifact, and you gain 3 life. Am I the only person over here who finds it a bit funky that food is an artifact? Doesn't seem, no, something seems a bit off about that. Okay, so, yeah, I might as well just pump as many things into the graveyard as possible. So I don't care if he trades this out, Glowspore Shaman. I am running a couple of copies. I'm running a full place of Rezone Lurcher, which is a 4-drop, which gets a 1/1 count. Yeah, there we go. Which gets a 1/1 counter for every creature I have in my graveyard. I currently have 4 creatures in the graveyard, I believe. 4 creatures or 3 creatures. I have 3 creatures, 4 creatures in the graveyard. Yeah, okay, so that's decent. At least we have the Temple of Malady now. We'll scry over here. By the way, this guy, Cauldron Familiar, is absolutely dope. He works out very well on a food token deck. I will be making a food token deck video, and I'll be throwing it up a bit later. It's really cool. Oh, this is some great removal, by the way. Murderous Rider. So it's an adventure card. So far, what's my feeling on adventures? Excuse me. I would say I'm rather pleased. I've seen a lot of people bitch about this adventure, like, oh, Magic is running out of ideas, and all that type of stuff. But it works out pretty well. Works out pretty well. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that on top simply because I want to get Sir Conrad rolling. Excuse me. Got a bit of a cough. So yeah, the reason why these are great, look at Murderous right over here. It's like a murder, you know, for 3 mana, destroy target creature or planeswalker. Sorry, it's way better than a murder. Or planeswalker, and you lose 2 life, but big deal. He's a lifelink creature. You could throw him down as a lifelink creature when Murderous Rider dies, put it on the bottom of its owner's library. That is huge. Also, he's a knight, and you're going to find Mardu knights are a thing. Absolutely despise coming across them. That was very funny of him for him doing that. That was so stupid. He just went in a circle. So basically what he did is he sacrificed the creature to create a food token, and then he sacrificed that food token to bring it back onto the field. This guy is just bored. Okay, so we're still good. We have Assassin's Trophy. Another amazing thing about Sir Conrad is I could pay 2 mana. Each player puts the top card of their library into their graveyard. So this is a great way to really rack up the damage on the opponent. As I said before, fortunately, food makes them gain 3 life. That could be a bit difficult to deal with. For 2/3, yeah, I'm good. I don't have to worry about this Murderous Rider. I don't think. I'm gonna save the Assassin's Trophy for something more appropriate. Sir Conrad the Grim. I appreciate the art on that. That's really cool. So I'm going to swing in with Gorging Vulture. And, you know, I could actually take my time a bit. I don't have to throw down the Rhythm Lurcher. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Sir Conrad's ability a bit. And, oh, is he doing that circle because he gains 1 life when he does that? I don't know if that's really necessary. Oh, I see. Each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Interesting. Could he go infinite? No, he can't go infinite simply because it costs mana to... Wait a second. Oh, actually. That's actually very, very interesting. That's very interesting indeed. Maybe I need a bit better removal. Maybe run Legion's End so we could get rid of some stuff that we could better exile with. Huh. You know, maybe... Yeah, I'm going to keep that on top. I think maybe it's time for me to just throw down the Rhythm Lurcher. I'm going to have to be a bit more aggressive with him. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be a bit more aggressive right now because I don't want him to just keep on doing that loop on me. I didn't notice that loop for what it was to begin with, but now I do. But we should be okay because we're going to have Molder Hulk coming out. We'll have some pretty hefty biggins on the field. Back. I don't know if I have to be worried about that. Oh, that's right. Beautiful. So now that I have Sir Conrad on the field, creature card from anywhere other than the battlefield, or creature card leaves your graveyard. Oh, so it doesn't do damage to him. Okay, my bad. I thought it does damage to him when any creature leaves the graveyard. Smart of him. So now he dropped down a couple of Oh, Curious Pair. Is this Hansel and Gretel? It's gingerbread like mother makes. What is there to be afraid of? Interesting. What's your guys' take on this whole fairy tale theme? I know that there's some pretty mixed reviews. So far, I don't. It doesn't bother me. I think it's a fine. Okay, so now the question is, do I get rid of Witch's Oven? Do I get rid of Witch's Oven? Enters tapped. Let me think about it. You know what? I don't think I do. No, I don't think I do. Perfect. Okay, I like where I'm at. He's eventually going to run out of some food tokens. He doesn't have anything on the field that generates food tokens, such as like that new golden goose creature. You know, I might as well go ahead and do this. I could have done an instant speed on his turn, but whatever. Okay, so he's going to sacrifice it out. Well, here's to me hoping that he's going to sort of run out of tokens. Let's hope to, we didn't throw any creatures into the graveyard. Currently have 5 creatures in the graveyard. It would always be nice to pull a Loleth Giant now. Oh. Okay. With a Loleth Giant, I would do so. Okay, this guy's got to go. He's the troublemaker because he could keep on bringing food tokens. He could keep this loop alive, and that's not going to work with me. Okay. Actually, that's actually really troublesome. Okay. The answer to our oh no, we can't do that. We need to see. Wait, when Cauldron sacrifice food return. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna deal with this Cauldron Familiar. He's exiled now. Oh shit! Shit! My bad. I was supposed to let him try to do that first. Okay, whatever. That was actually a really big misplay by me. A huge misplay, actually. It's a real shame. Okay, so when my next what's it called? Necromantic summons. What is it? Necrotic Wound comes around. I shall be doing that. So at least he's not going to be generating more food tokens from the Gilded Goose. And I'm going to be balls to the walls right now. I'm just going to come and swing in with everything I have. I have to put on some good pressure. And yeah. Here we go. He obviously has to black out because I have lethal I'm swinging with. He's going to use Cauldron again. At least he can't tap it for the Witch's Oven. Okay. I really need to get rid of this Cauldron Familiar. Without the Cauldron Familiar, he's got nothing to stand on. I like it. I like seeing new ideas, new deck ideas. Personally, this is not my style of play. It drags out the games very long. He's going in a circle. Okay. Let's come in with everything we got. Once again. It's actually possible he may win this with his Cauldron Familiar. Super, super annoying. He could do that twice, actually. He will do it twice, too. Okay. I think I may lose this one, guys. And the loop goes on. Yes, throw it back down. I got you. See, now if it just did damage to me, that would be fine. But the fact that it makes him gain life, that's the true troublemaker of this whole thing. Once again, if I do have Lola Giant, if I pull off a Lola Giant, 2, 4, 6, yeah, I could drop that. That would be really nice. The Lola Giant may give me an opportunity. Oh, I see what he did. He just popped us for 3 life. Yeah. Funny enough, I think this guy wins. In the most annoying way, mind you. Okay, nobody got time for that. But let me think. Could I salvage this? Even if I threw down, nah. Okay, he's just going to run this loop like crazy. Okay, so I'm going to concede. Oh. Oh, and he has another Murderous Rider anyway. All right. Okay, I'll just do one more matchup with this one. Hopefully it's not a similar deck. Excuse me. All right, what type of deck ideas would you guys like to see? Throw it down in the comments. I'm here on this early streamer event. I think it's what, another like 14 hours or so. You know, just drop ideas and I'll be more than glad to put some deck ideas together. I'm having a lot of fun playing this new expansion. It's hard for me to get a feel of the new meta. Do I prefer this meta? I mean, me personally, I know not a lot of people very fond of Ixalan, but I really enjoy the dinos. Okay. Okay. So he's going to do a mill deck. Now, I had an idea for a mill deck myself. Little does he know that mill actually works to my favor. To a degree, it works to my favor. So I can get this on top of the deck. He probably is going to mill it out anyway, but if I could get this into hand, I could just probably win the game off this hand that I have right over here. I don't even need to get anything more. Okay, so he's not going mono blue. So the idea that I had was mono blue, but it does fall short a bit. Probably Dimmer would be a bit more effective. Okay, so look, this guy Vantra's Gargoyle gives another win condition to mill deck. This is a really cool 2-drop. It's a 5/4 flyer. Vantra's Gargoyle can't attack unless defending player has 7 or more cards in their graveyard, which by the way is fairly easy. As you see this adventure card for 1, it makes me put the top 4 into my graveyard. You go turn 2, you can put a Wall of Lost Thoughts. You could throw another Merfolk Secret Keeper, and then you could cast it for a 0/4 body. However you want to play it. Turn 3 already, theoretically, Vantra's Gargoyle is ready to rock. Vantra's Gargoyle can't block unless you have 4 or more cards in hand. And he could tap it. Each player puts the top card of the library into the graveyard. It is a really cool card. I think it will be seeing quite a bit of play. Beautiful. Oh, that was so sweet. Okay, I really like where we're at. We already have in our graveyard 8 creatures. Sorry, 9. Oh, he was able to block. My bad. He was able to block because he had more than 4 creature cards in hand. Anyway, that's no big deal. Okay, here, this drops me another 2 cards into the graveyard. Unfortunately, he did already mill. Let me see how many Cauldrons of Eternity. Okay, so he has 2 of my Cauldrons of Eternity in the graveyard. Yes, just 2 of my Cauldrons of Eternity. This is so far fine. I'm gonna go for the Rhizome Lurcher. And this is gonna be a big dude. He probably will be able to bounce it back. I think he's probably gonna be running that new beast of a fairy. It's an adventure card. The adventure is instant speed, pay 2 mana, one of which is blue. Drown in the law. What the fuck is going on over here? Counter target spell, convert my cost less than or equal to the number of cards. Oh my god. Okay. Destroy target creature with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of cards in. Okay. Dimmer just got a whole lot more powerful, guys. Drown in the Lock. Interesting. I may have to entertain an idea like this myself. So Vantra's Gargoyle is going to have to go. And we could deal with that. I'm going to do this right now. Let's get rid of him, exile him actually. Does this counter target spell converted mana cost lesser? That's bullshit because you could counter anything. You're pretty much going to counter anything. Wow. Wow. Okay, so at least he can't counter this one. But he still has the advantage. Yeah, he has the big time advantage. He also could just drop this to Black Dispersal. Each opponent returns a null. Okay, so I'm going to concede over here. There is no possible way I'm going to win. I guess this deck isn't all that much to talk about. I don't know. When I practiced it before, it did all right. The idea at least remains. It's a pretty cool deck. Anyway, here's the deck list. I'll show it to you right now. 4 Eye Collectors, 2 Necrotic Wounds, 3 Assassin's Trophies, 4 Glowspore Shamans, 4 Gorging Vultures, 2 Playcrafters, 4 Reasonable Lurchers, 3 Sir Conrads, the Grim, 2 Azoni Thousand-Eyed, 2 Lolith Giants, 2 Molder Hulks, and 3 Cauldrons of Eternity. We didn't unfortunately get to see Cauldron of Eternity in action, but I'm just going to show you real quick what it does. It costs 12. The spell costs 2 less to cast for each creature card in your graveyard. So as I showed you before, very easy to get it down early game. Whenever a creature you control dies, put it on the bottom of its owner's library. And then I could pay 3 mana and tap, pay 2 life, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, activate this ability only anytime you can cast sorcery. 4 Overgrown Tombs, 4 Temple of Maladies. Anyway, this was my Sir Conrad deck. Clearly it's an underperformer. Sorry about that, but anyway, I wanted to showcase that one to you guys. As I said before, drop in the comments below if you want to see any other cool deck ideas. Yeah, and stay tuned. I'm going to be posting some more videos now. All right, catch you next video.